Hey, I'm Shiraz, and I'm about to shift someone's limiting beliefs, get them to step out of a story that they have been addicted to for possibly months, possibly decades. Now, here's the cool thing. I'm going to ask them, are you willing to step out of that story? And when I ask them that, you can say yes if you have the same story, and it's going to shift for you too. You may actually feel it in your body. Now, when people shift, there is a shift in energy. I tend to yawn and cough even through the Zoom platform. So be prepared for that. It's a little weird. I know. I don't know why my body does it. I just go with it at this point. So watch the video, check out more videos that I've done to get more shifts and have a good time.
I have more things to do than I can get done, and that is standing in the way of my success big
Okay.
time. Like I am, yeah, there's more life than I can get to.
Or life that you could get to.
There's just more things like, yeah, that I seems to be funny when you say it, it sounds it doesn't sound true. But when I like that's how I feel. I feel there's this, and now I'm thinking. So I keep going back and forth, and then there's also there's a big fear about something. I don't know what this fear specifically is, but it's like I'm not entirely sure. So I think I'm making all of the. I don't know if I'm making these things or if it's always been like this. I don't know. I do. I feel like I have more things. Like there's things on the list that I'm just never getting to. And those are things I need to do, let alone starting in on a nice, juicy creative project that could bring success. Like, being in energetic magic facilitators or writing a book or like some of
Yep.
the things I wanted to do for a long time, but I'm constantly busy with issues and
Okay.
day-to-day things.
So are you making sure you have lots of issues and day-to-day things so you don't create success?
Hmm.
Okay. Well, there's your answer.
Didn't think so when I asked the question.
Okay.
I didn't think so. I
Yeah.
didn't. I mean, they're all very real.
Oh, they're real, but you just keep adding to the list. So you're doing what similar to what Sharon's doing, in that you're creating this stuff, except you're doing it as an excuse, whereas she's doing it as a power trip, where she was doing it as a power trip. Now that we've changed that story. Right? So you're what would happen if all those things were gone and you could just move forward?
I think the issue is that I don't know how they would be gone.
That's irrelevant. I'm not asking you how you'd get them done. I'm saying if they weren't there,
Right. If they
what
weren't
would you
there,
do?
if I didn't have to do all these,
Yeah.
oh goodness. Oh my goodness. I feel like such a relief thinking about that, actually.
So if they weren't there, what would you do?
Ow, my neck. Geez. I don't, what, that might be the problem. I don't know.
See,
Like I
you've
have a list
gotten
that
you've gotten
I think I want to do, but then there's this other part of me that feels almost confused or conflicted about what to do. Like not quite
okay.
stuck, but
Yep.
unsure, uncertain,
Okay.
not not clear on if I still want to follow. Like I don't, yeah, like what do I want to do? That's a good question.
Okay. So you know what? If you've got this list that never ends, you never have to make that decision. Problem solved.
Hmm. Yes,
Okay.
yes, you're right. You're right.
Are you willing to step out of the story that you have to keep creating this unending list of tasks so you never have to make that big decision?
Y yes.
That's not a real yes.
Um,
So when you make that big decision, does it have to be the right decision?
yeah.
Okay, so that's the issues. You're afraid of making the wrong decision.
Yeah, and there's this. This is such. It's gonna sound so like backwards in a way, but it's like I'm afraid. Yeah, it has to be the right. It has to be the right decision, and I'm afraid I'm going to sound so stupid even to me. I'm afraid I'm going to waste my time, so I'm wasting my time before I do the
Right.
thing.
Yep. So in order not to waste your time, you're wasting your time.
Correct. Exactly.
Except it doesn't feel
Yeah.
like you're wasting time because you've got this whole list of things that you're trying to cover, but you're technically just wasting your time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And it's becoming quite frustrating.
Yep. Because here's what we do is if we're afraid of some big thing happening, we create a smaller version of it in our lives so we can feel what that smaller version feels like to remind us of how bad the big thing will be. If it feels this bad at the small level, ooh, what's it going to be with that big thing? I make the wrong decision. I waste months or years of my life. Oh my God, I feel like crap. So
Mhm.
here's the thing. If you make the wrong decision, the sooner you make that wrong decision, the sooner you'll realize, oh, I made the wrong decision. And the sooner you can course correct and make the right decision.
Yes.
The longer you delay the decision, the longer nothing will happen and you'll never make that right decision or the wrong decision that leads to the right decision.
Right. Yes.
So be willing to fail forward.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you
In theory,
willing in theory? Is that what you said?
yeah, like it's like one of those things I feel like I know it and I feel like I would know this if it was someone else talking, but when it's my own
Yeah.
crap, like it's just different.
There's actually a book out there called Failing Forward, and you should probably read it.
Okay.
Okay. Are you willing to step out of the story that you have to make sure you make the right decision?
Yes.
Are you willing to step out of the story that you have to waste time to make sure that you don't end up wasting time?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. And let's go back to the original one. Are you willing to step out of the story that you need this list of things to do to make sure you don't have to make that big decision?
Yes.
No. Be willing to just go fuck things up.
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot of anxiety in my like the top of my chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you allowed to fuck things up?
No,
Okay. Who taught you that you're not allowed to fuck things up?
my family.
Okay. Are you willing to step out of their story that you're not allowed to fuck things up? Here's the thing I want you to get. I'm a successful person because I fuck up all the time.
I think that should go on a, I don't know what, a shirt, a business card, something. I think that's hilarious. Thank you for that sharing. That's like a, like you would just let me in on a secret or something.
Well, that's it, though. Successful people are willing to fail often, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
you're right.
we fail, and succeed, but our successes are much bigger than the people that have to get it right.
Yes.
Okay. Here's an experiment that was actually done. And Sharon probably knows this because she's in the same training program as me. So
Excuse me.
there were two groups of people that were in this pottery class. It was an experiment they were doing, and they had a week to make these. It was vases, right? And so they said, the one group, what we want you to do is make the best vases you can make. Over the next week, that's all we want you to do is make vases. Okay. But they have to be the best, like really good quality, like use all your skill, make the best vases you can make. They're like, okay, we'll do that. The other group, they said, make vases. Like, what? Just make vases. As many vases as you can make over the next week, just make the vases. Like, okay. So the group that was making the perfect vases, the best vases, they were making these vases every week. They were taking care, they were taking time, they were making sure they got this, and they were making vase after vase after vase. And over the course of the week, their vases got a little bit better. Right? They were getting some practice each day. So they improved on the vase. The other group that was just making vases, they were making vase after vase after vase, and it got easy, and they burned in the habits into their hands, and so then they could just do these vases, and their vases started to improve at a rapid rate. So by the end of the week, their vases were just as good as the ones that were trying to be perfect, except they had all these failures along the way,
Mm-hmm.
right? And now they could do it quickly and easily and efficiently because of all that training. Whereas the people that were still doing it carefully were still taking that time and precision and stuff to get the same qualities. The people that are like, I just got this. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, I get it. I can see that in certain people. And actually, fail forward is one of my favorite. It's a saying I really like. I haven't read the book.
Yeah.
I would consider getting the book, but I like that. But I have been almost paralyzed in choices sometimes of like not feeling like I don't know what to do, like in terms of sometimes like in getting rid of something, like it's almost it's weird because it's not real, like it's fake, it's weird. Maybe it's a learned thing. Maybe it's like a something I picked up from somebody, like from my family or
Yeah. If you're
something.
not allowed to make mistakes, you're going to feel paralyzed if you're not sure what to do.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think I haven't had that. What I think you said to Elizabeth about trusting your decisions, like that shift really hit me.
Yep.
I think that's been a big part of it, right? Like I think I have felt like I didn't trust myself to make good decisions or to make the right decision, or and then that fear of I have to make the right decision really slows down that list from getting done.
Yep.
So I'm stuck with that. And yeah, I don't want to stay in the stuck hamster wheel
Yep.
of stuff. I
So
want to feel
are
like I'm
are
out there.
you willing to keep failing?
Yeah, yeah,
Good. Good.
I'm
That
willing.
feels true.
I'm willing. Yeah, yeah. That feels more me than the fear.
Good.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you. That
welcome.
feels better. I still feel a little funny in my chest, but it'll go. It'll go. It'll go. Thank you so much. I know you've had such a long day, so I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Hey, did you like that? I hope so. I hope you got a great shift out of it. And just keep in mind, there are hundreds of videos on this channel. You can watch them, say yes when I ask you to step out straight and get more shifts. I have clients that do that every single day. Now, if you want to work with me in person, just go to the link down there for Ignite Your Success. And that's where these videos come from. I do a free workshop every month, the second Monday of the month. And the cost for admission, it's not money. It's you're going to end up here on the YouTube channel. If you're okay with that, happy to work with you. If you want more privacy, we'll then look into some of my programs. We're going to have some more information on them below. Anyway, thank you. We're off. Enjoy your life. Don't be afraid to be the happiest person in the room. Got it? Okay. Bye.